What if one morning you woke up and could barely make it down the stairs? That's exactly what happened to Marlene at age 63. She believed she had been aging gracefully. Her diet was clean, her social life was active, and she played brain games every evening. But her knees told a different story. The stiffness wasn't just annoying, it was frightening. Every step felt like her joints were protesting. Her doctor told her, "You've got to slow down." But Marlene wasn't ready to give up her weekend hikes or stop dancing at weddings. She wanted to keep her independence and energy as she aged. That's when she realized you can't truly age gracefully if your body is locking up. Good mobility isn't just about staying active, it's about being able to move freely and confidently. Determined to fix the problem, Marlene dove into researching movement science. She discovered that mobility isn't just about stretching or lifting weights. It's about how your joints, muscles, and nervous system all interact. Most of all, it's about doing movements that teach your body how to stay in sync. She began exploring mobility routines designed for people over 40. To her surprise, these weren't extreme workouts. They were slow, intentional moves done daily to retrain her body's movement patterns. She started small, just 5 minutes a day. Even that made a difference. She also realized the importance of warming up her joints before any activity. It wasn't about being more flexible, it was about being more functional. That was a light bulb moment for her. In the next section, you'll hear what common mistake made Marlene's stiffness worse, and how she fixed it. Stretching the wrong way made it worse. When Marlene first committed to improving her mobility, her instinct was to stretch every single morning. She'd lean over to touch her toes, twist side to side, and pull her legs behind her like she did in high school gym class. But instead of feeling relief, her hips grew tighter, her back ached, and her knees didn't bend any easier. She soon learned what many people over 40 don't realize. Stretching passively, especially without building strength, can sometimes do more harm than good. Muscles that are already tight and weak don't respond well to being pulled. In fact, static stretching can make them feel more irritated, not more relaxed. That's when Marlene discovered something called dynamic mobility. Instead of holding a pose, she began moving slowly and gently through her natural range of motion, reaching, circling, rolling. These movements woke up her nervous system and helped lubricate her joints with synovial fluid, which naturally decreases as we age. But the first week wasn't easy. Her hamstrings felt like ropes. Her shoulders resisted every arm circle. Even getting down to the floor took effort. Frustration crept in. She worried that she'd missed her chance to feel good in her body again. Thankfully, a physical therapist introduced her to active range conditioning. These are movements done slowly, using only the strength of the muscles around each joint. No pulling, no forcing, just training the body to move better, one repetition at a time. She added in a breathing routine too. Tight breathing patterns can worsen muscle tension without us even noticing. And she increased her water intake, since even mild dehydration can reduce joint flexibility. These small adjustments added up quickly. Within just a few weeks, her hips loosened, her steps felt lighter, and her morning routine became something she looked forward to. If you want to look younger in 4 weeks with 9 simple exercises, just check out the link in the description. Next, we'll look at the one daily habit that was secretly sabotaging her progress, and how she turned it around. Her desk job was the silent enemy. Marlene had spent the last several years working remotely as a bookkeeper. At first it seemed ideal, no long commute, flexible hours, and more time to relax. But sitting for long periods started taking a toll she hadn't expected. Her hips began to ache, her lower back stiffened like concrete. Even walking to the mailbox became something she dreaded. At first she didn't connect the dots. She thought maybe her mattress was the problem or that she needed better shoes. But then she learned a surprising fact. Sitting for more than 30 minutes at a time can slow circulation, reduce joint lubrication, and cause muscles to shorten, especially in the hip flexors and hamstrings. She didn't want to quit her job, so she looked for ways to break up the stillness. Her first solution was simple: set a timer. Every 30 minutes she'd get up for 2 minutes. No fancy equipment. Just small movements, ankle rolls, shoulder shrugs, gentle torso twists, and a few steps across the room. Next, she looked at her setup. Her chair was soft but unsupportive. She switched to a firmer cushion that encouraged upright sitting. She placed a small block under her feet to keep her knees in line with her hips. These ergonomic changes helped relieve strain on her lower back. But the biggest shift came at the end of the day. Marlene started a 5-minute floor routine that helped undo the damage from hours of sitting. Her go-to moves included cat-cow stretches for spinal mobility, 90-90 hip transitions for hip rotation, and a gentle deep squat hold to stretch the entire lower body. After just a few weeks, the results were clear. She moved more freely. She stood up without groaning. She even noticed her balance improving. Her body felt awake again. In the video linked in the description, we show you how to reverse aging with the posture-fixing habit. You can watch it later. Coming up, find out why walking alone wasn't enough for Marlene, and what made the real difference. She thought walking was enough. It wasn't. Marlene had always been proud of her walking routine. She walked an hour every day through her neighborhood, rain or shine. She believed it was the best thing she could do to stay healthy. And for her heart, it certainly helped. But despite her dedication, her knees still ached, her ankles stayed stiff, and her hips didn't feel any looser. Something wasn't adding up. What she didn't realize was that while walking builds cardiovascular endurance, it doesn't necessarily improve mobility. Walking in a straight line over and over again doesn't move the joints through their full range. Our bodies are built to move in multiple directions, sideways, diagonally, up and down. Marlene's body wasn't getting those challenges. She learned that joint health depends on circular, rotational, and weight-bearing movements. Movements like hip circles, shoulder rolls, ankle mobility drills, and spinal twists. These actions help stimulate joint capsules, which is where movement fluid is generated. Without variety, those joints stay underused and stiff. At first, she resisted changing her routine. Walking was comforting and easy. But after watching a video on joint training, she decided to try something new. She began adding 5-minute mobility snacks to her walks. Before heading out, she did side lunges, ankle circles, and arm swings. Halfway through her walk, she stepped backward for a few meters or paused to do gentle hip openers. Then she added in dancing once a week. Not ballroom or anything fancy, just music in her living room and free movement. It was fun and made her body feel alive again. She also began walking on uneven terrain like grass or trails to activate more stabilizer muscles. Over time, her posture improved. Her feet stopped rolling inward. Her balance became sharper. If you want to prevent sarcopenia, the video in the description shows you the easy workouts that work best for you. In the final section, we'll see how all these habits came together and how you can easily start your own transformation. The result, and how you can do it, too. After 6 months of daily effort, Marlene no longer just felt like she was aging gracefully, she actually moved like it. Her joints stopped creaking. Her legs felt stronger. She could bend, twist, reach, and squat without fear. Even getting off the couch became effortless again. That's something she hadn't felt in years. The first major breakthrough came when she joined her daughter and grandkids for a weekend hike. A year earlier, she needed to pause every 10 minutes to catch her breath or rub her knees. This time, she made it to the top with a smile on her face and energy to spare. But it wasn't just the physical changes that made a difference. It was the confidence. Marlene no longer feared losing her independence. She felt strong in her own body. And it didn't take fancy equipment or long workouts. Just 15 to 20 minutes a day of focused, mindful mobility. Her favorite time to do it? Right after brushing her teeth in the morning. She'd roll her shoulders, do gentle squats, and stretch her spine. In the evening after dinner, she'd lie on the floor and go through her routine again, breathing deeply, taking her time, and unwinding the day's tension. She also drank more water. She ate more anti-inflammatory foods like berries and leafy greens. And she kept moving throughout the day, even if it was just a few stretches at her desk. These small lifestyle changes added up to a big difference. The best part? You can do it too. No matter your age, your fitness level, or how long you've been stiff, your body can adapt. Start with one small movement a day. Add more as you go. The key is consistency, not intensity. Are you over 40 and living your best life? Share your inspiring story with the world and spread positivity in the comment below. Discover groundbreaking secrets to prevent muscle loss after 40. Expert tips and science-backed solutions revealed. Let's watch the next video here.